it's Jai, and if you couldn't tell by the thumbnail of today's video or the title, this video is very different than all the other videos I currently have on my channel. So if you watched my July plan with me, you would know that for my fitness challenge of that month, I decided to try to do a Chloe Ting fitness challenge. That ended up being the 25-day hourglass challenge, and this is my results video. Side note, I'm going to be kind of looking back and forth on my phone just because I made some notes of things that I didn't want to forget while I was filming this video. So before we get into this video, I just want to say a quick disclaimer. I am not a doctor, I'm not a personal trainer, I'm not in kinesiology, I'm not a healthcare expert. So if you have any questions about this challenge, honestly contact your doctor or your local healthcare practitioner, because results are going to look different on different people and different body types. Another thing is that I have some underlying health conditions, so I had to modify some of the workouts that are part of this challenge. I have vertigo, which means that some of the up and down motions, like the bicycle crunches or the wood chop crunches, were a bit more difficult for me, so I did a low impact or a modified version, which didn't put as much strain on my neck and my head. So before we get into the video, here is my before body. I am naturally curvy. I've never had that stereotypical Asian body, and for a while I kind of hated myself for it, for not being in the norm. But I'm learning to embrace my body, embrace my curves, and accept the fact that being skinny doesn't necessarily mean or equal to being healthy. Anyways, let's jump in to first week footage. As I mentioned earlier, this first week was absolute hell. I consider myself somewhat athletic. I played sports growing up, and throughout uni I went to the gym. And even when I started working, I had a personal trainer who I worked out with 2 to 3 times a week. But then COVID happened and I stopped working out, and I found this first workout ridiculously hard. I remember waking up the next day and just feeling so sore. A random thought also is I didn't film all of my workouts as I was working out with my sister for some of these, and she wasn't too comfortable with being on camera, and I also felt weird filming myself because I tend to make like weird faces when I work out, so I have cut and paste a few into here. But this first week was ridiculously hard. The up-down planks were okay. What I found the most difficult was actually the hip dip planks and the Spider-Man planks. Everything else was decent, but I think I was somewhat delirious by the end of this first day. But by day 12, I felt a little bit more confident in my movements, and you'll see that in the next clip. Good morning, everyone. Today is technically day 13 of the Chloe Ting challenge, which I know is supposed to be our best day. But yesterday's workout, I only got to go through 2 videos as I got called into work. So today is the official half day part of the challenge, and I will come to next week. It's like 7 in the morning. Let's get to it. So I found that, and if you've seen my bullet journal videos, you'll know that I really like routine. So I started doing anything that was under 20 minutes in the morning before I would log onto work, and any of the longer workouts I ended up doing with my sister. And I think that's what really helped push me to finish this challenge. Just having someone else there to kind of motivate me, but also to compete with. I was getting more confident in these movements, but some of them still painful. To this day, the hip dip planks, I think, are my worst enemy. But this was day 12, and while I wasn't seeing any results physically, like mentally, I could feel that something was different, that something was changing. I just couldn't see it yet. And looking back now, after filming everything, I can see the difference in the progressions in my movement, which I think is pretty cool. Hello, Jay here, and today is the last day of the Chloe Ting 25-day hourglass challenge. So for this last challenge, I did it with my sister, so the angle is a bit weird. We were also filming in her bedroom because that's the only place where 2 yoga mats could fit. For this one, I actually decided to use the booty bands, or I don't know what the other word is. She always calls them booty bands. The booty bands as part of this workout. I kind of use them on and off throughout the entire 25-day challenge, but you definitely feel it a lot more with the bands on, and I thought for the last day, why not give it a try. I apologize for the lighting as well. We were using natural light because it was really bright outside, and I don't know about you, but I don't like doing workouts on the floor and then seeing light like on top of me. It must be a really weird thing. So, before we get into the results, I just want to say I didn't change a lot about my diet. I actually found myself snacking a lot more during the month of July. I discovered jalapeno Cheetos, and yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I also kept to modified or the low impact versions of the workout for like side planks or side crunches or some of the oblique stuff, just because I didn't want to trigger any of my health conditions. So, and now, the moment that you all have been waiting for, my results. I'll post a before and an after video here, but I lost inches off everything, and that's what really surprised me because I wasn't expecting results. But here are the numbers, and once again, numbers don't necessarily matter. It's how you feel in your body. But for those of you who are curious, I lost ½ an inch on both my arms. On my left leg, I lost 1.5 inches, and on my right leg, I lost 1.25 inches. And for my waist and my hips, I lost 1.25 inches as well. So there are results in this video. I think the results probably would have been better if I did potentially the regular versions instead of the low impact, or if I ate a little bit more cleaner and a little more healthier. Would I recommend doing a Chloe Ting workout program? I think so, yeah. I saw results, but it doesn't necessarily mean everybody's going to see results. There's tons of videos on YouTube right now of different people and their results on the various challenges that Chloe Ting has. But for me and for my body type, I would definitely do it again. Actually, for August, I am doing her Summer Shred Challenge as my fitness challenge for August. That won't necessarily be a video. That's something that I'm kind of just doing for myself. So I would say I would recommend that. But overall, the 25-hourglass challenge was a really good experience for me. I learned a lot of different workouts, and I can definitely say that my work paid off. I, once again, wasn't expecting anything out of this and thought it would just be good for some fun and serve for some exercise because I've been stuck in the house now for too long. But that basically concludes this video. I hope that all of you are taking care of yourselves, and I will see you in my next one. Love you to the moon and back. Jay.